Are heavy periods, breast tenderness, or stubborn belly fat making you miserable? We are not alone, and this happens to many women, and one of the main culprits is excess estrogen. But before you start trying to lower your hormones randomly with supplements, it's best to be strategic. And in this video, I'll walk you through 10 science-based ways that you can lower estrogen levels naturally. But before we get into that, remember that estrogen is not the enemy. In fact, it's essential for your mood, bone health, brain health, and the real problem starts when estrogen can't be cleared and you start to accumulate too much estrogen, or there's an estrogen progesterone imbalance. And that's why testing is important to understand what is exactly happening. Do you have too much estrogen or not enough progesterone? And you can get a baseline test measuring the sex hormones in the luteal phase of your cycle, the second half of your cycle, or doing a more advanced test like the Dutch test or the new Vibrant Wellness Hormone Zoomer. These advanced panels can check how your body's metabolizing hormones, which can really help to understand the best way to treat your high estrogen levels. And remember, symptoms of high estrogen can mimic many other symptoms. So it's best to check thyroid function, insulin resistance by looking at insulin, A1C, and a full thyroid panel. Test, don't guess, then you'll know exactly what you're treating. So let's look at the 10 tips to help you lower estrogen. Number 1, eat cruciferous vegetables daily. Things like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. They're rich in glucosinolates, which your body converts into compounds like indole-3-carbinol, sulforaphane, and these are just fancy names for compounds that help to shift your estrogen metabolism down the safe detoxification pathway known as the 2-hydroxyestrone. Not only does this help to lower estrogen, it also helps to lower your risk of things like breast cancer and ovarian cancer. Tip number 2, add a supplement called DIM or diindole methane. And this is a compound made from broccoli sprouts, but you're going to get a lot more concentrated in a supplement form. But only take this if you definitely have high estrogen levels. Otherwise, you'll end up with too low estrogen, which is a problem. And this helps to metabolize estrogen in that phase 1 of liver detoxification. Tip number 3, take a supplement called calcium D-glucarate. This supports the liver's glucuronidation pathway. This is like the final phase in estrogen detoxification. And this helps to eliminate estrogen through the gut and stops the body reabsorbing it. This is especially important if you're high in something called beta-glucuronidase. And you can test this in a stool test like the GI map or the gut zoomer. And if you have high levels of beta-glucuronidase, the calcium D-glucarate is essential. And sometimes I recommend this before other supplements like DIM because it's important to fix the final phase before starting to work on phase 1 and phase 2 of estrogen detox. That's why testing is important. It helps to take out the guesswork. Tip number 4 is making sure you're getting enough fiber in your diet, around 25 to 35 grams of fiber a day. Soluble fiber, insoluble fiber, they help to bind estrogen so it'll be cleared out through the gut. Things like flax seeds, chia seeds, legumes, and vegetables, they're all excellent sources of fiber. And they can help not only lower estrogen levels, but improve your overall gut health and microbiome. Tip number 5, minimize or cut out alcohol. Alcohol increases an enzyme called aromatase that converts testosterone into estrogen. And especially, it also affects the liver's detoxification of estrogen. So keep drinking to 1 to 4 drinks maximum a week. And if you have very high estrogen levels, you may be better off eliminating for a short period at least. Tip number 6 is to lift heavy things. Do resistance training 2 to 3 times a week, and this can help to reduce visceral fat, which is a major site of aromatase activity. This is where androgens are converted to estrogens. So building muscle can help to reduce abdominal fat and improve overall estrogen levels and insulin sensitivity. Plus, you're helping your bone health as a side effect. Tip number 7 is to make sure that you feed the liver the right nutrients. Your liver is the main organ for estrogen clearance. So choline from eggs or phosphatidylcholine in supplements help to support methylation and bile flow. Herbal bitters like dandelion, gentian stimulate bile production, which helps move conjugated estrogen out of the body. So you need good bile flow for estrogen detox. Tip number 8 is to make sure you eliminate the xenoestrogens. These are the artificial estrogens found in chemicals that mimic the estrogen in your body. This can lead to estrogen dominance, and common sources include BPA from plastic, phthalates, which are in personal care products, parabens in cosmetics, and you can switch to glass, low chemical cleaning and skincare products. The new hormone test called Hormone Zoomer can actually measure whether you have elevated xenoestrogen in the body. Tip number 9 is to optimize your gut health. We've already talked about adding fiber. Having a healthy gut ensures the estrogens are cleared through the gut efficiently. Constipation leads to more estrogen being reabsorbed, and dysbiosis, which is an imbalance in your good and bad bacteria, can increase inflammation and worsen PMS symptoms. So making sure you're getting enough fermented foods, prebiotics, and having a regular bowel function is important for overall health, but also the estrogen levels in your body. Tip number 10 is to address stress and make sure you're getting enough sleep. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which can lower progesterone and worsen estrogen dominance. Poor sleep also disrupts the hormone regulation. So adding things like magnesium at night to help you sleep, practicing breathing exercises, and other stress management techniques can help to improve your estrogen detoxification. By following these 10 strategies, you should be able to help balance your estrogen and progesterone. But as I said at the start, the important thing is to test and not guess, because you don't want to be lowering estrogen if what you need to be doing is supporting progesterone. I'll leave links in the description below, and stay tuned for my next video, which is going to take a deeper dive into estrogen and hormone balance. If you have any comments or questions or anything that's worked for you, leave a comment below. I'd be interested to hear.